Everybody hears about Amherst and how great of a town it is. But what are the little itty bitty neighborhoods that people live in that they love the most, that they all want to move to? Let's go over the top 3 hottest areas and neighborhoods inside of Amherst right now. You guys, I hope all is well as always. We're back with another great episode of Amherst Living. No, but we will be talking about the 3 top neighborhoods in Amherst right now and why everybody's looking to move there, what they have to offer, what are some things to do, and if this section of Amherst could be right for you. That was nice. But let's go over this. How we broke this down before we get started with number 1 is we broke this down based on really the fire. Let's see how to explain this. Based on which firehouse goes or protects what neighborhoods. Let's put it like that. Let's pop up the map so you know what I'm talking about. You can see here Main and Transit, Getzville, Audubon, Snyder, Eggersville. This is how we broke this down based on the fireman's map. Yeah, let's say it like that. Number 1, without a doubt, right now will have to be Getzville. Getzville is a super dope place. Let's start with the landmarks first, and then we'll get into all the nuances of Getzville and what they have to offer. If you're looking at Getzville on the map right here, this is about 14 minutes from the airport, about 20 minutes from downtown Buffalo, and only 4 minutes from UB North. For you professors or anybody really looking, staff, janitors, coaches, looking to really move into Amherst and be close to the UB North campus, this is probably one of the most prime spots that a lot of people are flooding to. The area does have a little bit of older vibe, I will say that. Inside this zip code, which is 14068, the average or median age right now is about 46 years old. This is generally people's second home or a real retiree. You'll see a lot of older people enjoying life, really outside, manicure lawns, a lot of those great things. If you guys didn't already watch the Getzville vlog, I'll pop it up, boom, right there. Make sure you go watch that. I really take a super deep dive into this. You'll find a few different things to do in Getzville. Probably the number 1 thing is Glen Oaks Golf Course. That is probably why a lot of retirees live in this area. They try to be close to the golf course. And then also about 10 minutes away is the Transit Valley Country Club, probably one of the top country clubs in and around the entire Buffalo area. Now, if you are looking to move into this area, you'll find really a lot of 2-story homes when it comes to real estate, more of a traditional and colonial style. If you're looking for some price tags, generally it's about a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, roughly around 2,000 square feet on average, sitting at about $349,000 to about $350,000 for homes in this area. Now, the second neighborhood is going to be easily Main and Transit. This is because you have everything. So literally just the opposite of Getzville, where you're going to be driving a little bit. Main and Transit, you don't have to leave your neighborhood whatsoever. You have Transit, which is all your amenities, all your restaurants, anything you need. Eastern Hills Mall, food, tattoo parlors, all types of banks and dealerships. You have every single thing you can possibly want and find in a 5-minute drive, if that. Now, it's not very walkable though. That's one thing, is the downside to it. Getzville is a little more walkable as far as, walking around a neighborhood. In Main and Transit, a lot of those back streets over there, they don't even have sidewalks. When it comes to Main Street though, if you just wanted to drive up and have some fun, you're literally probably 2 miles away from Williamsville. So if you want to go have some fun, Bright Smith Brewery, you going down to Eagle House, or you want to go to the Irishman and have a good time, those are a 5 or 6 minute drives going west inside to Williamsville, which is dope. It's a couple of my favorite restaurants in the area will have to be the Brew Pub right on the corner of Main. And then you also have, you guys know I'm a big Mexican guy, and I always pronounce his name wrong, but the food is amazing. It's La Toteca. I think that's how you pronounce it. The third will have to be Carmine's Italian, and then you also have Tully's and Santoro's if you guys want kind of more of that bar feel, kind of a little more down to earth meal. But Tully's chicken fingers, you guys already know, the best. Now let's talk about real estate a little bit in the main and transit area, because I know y'all wonder, like, Devonte, I just want to move in there. What's these houses costing? So let me tell you, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, around 17 to about 1,800 square feet. You're looking at around $292,000. But be careful around here, and I'll tell you why. These probably started building maybe around 1970-ish, but there was a lot of houses or sporadic houses in the area, and people were literally just popping them up, building, buying a plot of land and building whatever house that they wanted to. So as you drive down these streets, it's kind of tough to say like, hey, there's just a bunch of ranches or just a bunch of colonials over here. It's really not that style. You will find all sorts of different styles of houses in and around Main and Transit. You can be on one street, 300,000 per se, and then you go over to a small subdivision over in Main and Transit, which there are common over there, maybe about 2 or 3 small ones where these houses bump up to about 500, 700,000. So when you're looking inside this area, drive around a little bit. That is really a block by block basis over there. I could tell you that right now, because a lot of homes don't go up for sale in the Main and Transit. And last but not least, this is probably one of the best areas probably around Amherst. Why you ain't tell me my collar was popped up like that? Oh, I didn't even introduce myself. If you guys don't already know, my name is Devonte Davis, the local realtor in and around the Buffalo area, especially when it comes to Amherst. If you guys are looking to move up to Amherst, or you guys are already in Buffalo looking to move around Amherst, Williamsville, Tonawanda, don't matter where it is, let me know what to call, email, text. You guys know I would love to be of service. Hit the subscribe button real quick for me, and the like button helps me out a ton, helps the channel out a ton. Now let's get back into the last one, because this is probably a good one. Snyder is a super dope area. Now, this area is very walkable, extremely walkable. You have Main Street, and you also have Harlem Road. And you also up the street have Cleveland Drive in Harlem, or Kensington and Harlem right there. You have a lot to do. You can always walk inside the village a mile or two, have a good time, come back home without paying the Williamsville taxes. So you live just outside of Williamsville, have the same amenities that Williamsville have, but your taxes are not as high because you don't have to pay the village tax on top of the town tax. So in the same time, the housing is a little bit smaller though. So Williamsville, you'll probably find something for about 21 to about 2,200 square feet. And Snyder is going to be around 1,700 square feet, maybe even 1,600 square feet. But you can find them a little bit bigger, just depends on which block you're on at the time. For that 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, you're pretty much looking at around $327. Now, don't X yourself out. Don't click off the video because I said that number. You definitely can find something in between the $200,000 to about $300,000 range. It probably will need some work. Probably will need a little bit of work. But if you're looking at $275 in Snyder, $250 in Snyder, you definitely can find something pretty nice. Now, these homes are a little bit older. Your average house is gonna be around 1940. So a little bit of an older home. You guys know 100-year-old, 80-year-old houses come with 80-year-old problems. Most people do take very good care of these houses, but just know that up front, looking into it, it may not have AC in there. You may have to get a wall unit or some window units right away. The greatest thing to me about Snyder is that it's very centrally located. You still are about maybe 14 minutes from downtown. You're about 10 minutes from the airport, and you're only about 10 minutes away from the mall. So literally everything you need, everything you can find, all your shopping, all your dining, whatever you need, you can get to in literally less than probably 12 minutes. Even if you're going downtown, you put on 1-2 good songs, you'll be down there in about 10 minutes. And lastly, because I know you're wondering, what about the schools, Devonte? Literally, Snyder has 2 main schools right next to it, whether your child is going to college or they're going to high school. On Main Street sits Amherst Central High School, which is literally just outside of Snyder, literally a block away. So your child, if you want, can either walk to school. Most people still let their child to bus to school, but if they wanted to walk, easily can be done if you lived in Snyder. And also, if your child wanted to go to college, Damon College is inside of Snyder as well. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you guys don't already know, my name is Devonte Davis, the local realtor in and around the Buffalo area. If you guys need anything when it comes to real estate, or you guys just want to talk about the Buffalo area, getting some ideas, really looking to relocate, make sure you guys hit me up with a call, email, text, does not matter. You guys know I would love to be of service to you. Hit the like button before you go. Hit the subscribe button before you go. Helps the algorithm out a ton. Helps me out a ton with this channel. And as always, I will see you guys. I'm going to get this collar together eventually. But as always, I will see you guys inside the next one. Talk to you soon.